Episode of Are We Live on Twitter?
You're tuned into NPR radio. Oh no, that's devastating news. Briggs Cherry threw his first interception of the season in Tennessee State Championship game. And
Is he
we're
playing right now?
back. Yeah, we are back. We're live on Twitter. Love to see it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this is funny. The softball team did a funny video to release their schedule.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's funny. I love when teams get creative on their schedule releases.
What'd they do?
They're doing like symbols that represent the team they're playing. Like
Okay. Throwing up gang signs.
see how it was just like a box of Frosted Flakes and they pointed to it and they did Clemson.
Oh. Look at that. I'll have to check that out here in a little bit.
It's funny. It's one that you would enjoy.
While we're doing the pre-show, though, Vince, how you been, man?
Oh, I can't complain. We made it through burn boot camp again without having to do another workout. So I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Good. I've been enjoying this season of sweeping Kentucky. I was nervous about the basketball game being before the football game and potentially losing both, but since we won both of them, the victory lap has been quite sweet.
Yeah, they immediately shifted from just getting blasted in football to we've got the greatest coach in the country. Ah,
Dude, I mean I don't blame them. I mean, getting a new coach, your vibes are gonna. I mean, we were high as a kite whenever Jeff inked his deal. I don't blame them for being sky high about Will Stein. I mean, it's Trinity guy, of course. I'd be excited about Trinity guy coming to coach my program too.
now we're going to be talking signing day for the official episode today. So on the flip for Karsten Bush. I think it was one of the On3 people posted out. It was a Trinity's Karsten Bush.
Oh,
And
he
so
wishes.
many of the replies were, hey, nah, that's St. X. Don't put that on my school.
They take that stuff serious. I mean, anytime there's a mix up like that of any kind, I definitely am one to call it out.
Like, hey, no.
Whoa. Yeah,
Wait.
we don't claim him.
Alrighty. So, for those of you all hopping in early, we're gonna have like a super secret extended pre-show today. If you all tuned into the Burn Boot Camp episode 1, thank you for hopping on over to YouTube for that, because we had issues with getting the broadcast to actually go up on Twitter for some reason. So it had to be a
blame you.
YouTube exclusive show. And then we had technical difficulties, so we weren't able to get the Vince's Game Notes segment going. So that's just going to be like our little secret pre-show bit. We're going to talk Vince's Game Notes, and then the real episode's going to start where we talk about signing day. I will break both out into their own.
Shoot us.
individual YouTube
We
videos.
take two episodes to enjoy the rivalry. And shoot us.
Yep, that's definitely what it was. So before we do that, though, 2-minute warning. So let's go ahead, give the people a couple of quick minutes to get in. This is where we just talk about the biggest news going on. Heisman update. It looks like it's down to 3 guys, and then Notre Dame fans just trying to annoy everybody for the 4th.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Because there's so many people clamoring for Diego Pavia at this point that it's become obnoxious. And I'm here for the Notre Dame fans ruffling feathers, even though he probably won't win it.
So I think it's going to come down to whoever wins the Big Ten title game. Their QB is going to get the Heisman, unless it's like a 9-6 rock fight type of game, which again, Cover 3 podcast, really good national football show put on by CBS Sports 247. Bud Elliott, I think, was like, if you can find a sports book that will let you parlay, like if you want to bet a Diego Pavia Heisman ticket, try to find a book that will let you parlay that with like a Big Ten championship game point total under. So, like, hey,
That
man,
might be gold.
stays one step ahead. So,
It's it's hard to knock saying, in my opinion, Keith. You were pounding your chest for him a couple weeks ago when we were talking some Heisman talk. It's like nobody knocked Joe Burrow whenever Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and Randy Moss's kid to throw the football to, Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the backfield. Like, nobody knocked him. We just appreciated what he was doing on the field. And I think people were knocking Sayin a little bit too much for his talent, the talent around him. Like, God forbid the kid has talent around him. I mean, shoot, all Johnny Manziel did was throw the ball to Mike Evans downfield anyways. Like,
Mike Evans made Johnny Manziel a lot of money.
Right, right.
Next up, college football playoff bracket. Vince, I think this might have been something you had or hot taken in. Should Vandy be in the field?
Yes, that's just the one. I don't think Vandy should be in the field. I am just very much enjoying them in their bitch fest that they're having right now. I mean, Keith, I'm sure you saw it. They're talking about playing another game for what I doubt they got that scheduled in time. But like, I mean, that's just absolutely insane. At what point, like, your games have to matter. You lost your games and move on. You know?
Yeah. So I agree that Vanderbilt, I think they should be ahead of Texas, but I don't think they should be in the conversation. The annoying thing, the most annoying thing for me is that it's turned into Notre Dame and Miami fighting over the last spot, when realistically it should probably be Miami, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Oklahoma all fighting for 2 or 3 spots, depending on if BYU can rebound in the Big 12 championship game. I mean, realistically, if they shouldn't move regardless unless they just get absolutely belted, because they've set precedents. They're not going to punish a team for playing a conference championship game. And a bunch of Notre Dame fans were pissed because they dropped this week, and everyone was shouting from the rooftops, they're gonna rig it this week to make sure Alabama doesn't miss the playoffs again. Like, Bob Iger's in there, like, Bama's making this playoff.
Do you think Penn State's holding out for, hopefully what's his old buddy at Alabama just doesn't make the playoffs, and Alabama fans are pissed off enough to run him out of town?
I think it's too late for that. I just think Penn State has just been grossly incompetent in this coaching search. Like, the
Shocker, nobody wants to work with Neely Bendapudi.
The simplest answer was right there. Bob Chesney. Just go get him. He's a Northeast guy. He was already recruiting the Virginia area. He was already overachieving, doing more with less. And you took too long, and you let him walk to UCLA, which is just crazy that he's upending and going to the complete opposite end of the country where he's been working. But they were the first ones who wanted to give him a shot, and Penn State just wouldn't pull their thumb out of their ass. So that's spiraled now. I think it's gotten down to they're talking to Matt Campbell, and one of the big pros for him was that he's a do more with less kind of coach, which, don't get me wrong, Matt Campbell, great coach. Think he's done a phenomenal job at Iowa State. I don't know how that's going to go if he ends up going to Penn State, but like we talked about on the last show, a former enemy of ours could find themselves back in the saddle at Iowa State if Campbell does jump.
Yep. Oh, my God, that would be so funny. That would be too funny. I mean, James Franklin has to be just sitting over there, feet kicked up on his desk at Virginia Tech, laughing his ass off.
You saw the, best start to the day, and it's just a box of crumble cookies on James Franklin's desk or something like that.
I saw Adam Brenneman the Penn State media head guy. He does all the games and stuff. Penn State had 2 guys sign with them, and he's like, these guys are Penn State lifers, like what Penn State legends. I'm like, oh my god, Penn State legends. These 2 kids seem like losers to me. You're signing with the school with no head coach.
Those 2 seem like they was their dream to go to Penn State, so they were signing with that school come hell or high water. Which, hey, good on you for having kids that are willing to do that. So, another topic, 2-minute warning, another discussion topic. So if you want to join this, head on over to the YouTube channel, hop into the Pink Seats Party Deck, otherwise known as the YouTube chat. Feel free to hop in, join us in the conversation as well. And you asked, should Lane Kiffin have been allowed to coach his team in the playoffs? And some of the examples of coaches that are going to be allowed to coach their team into the postseason despite accepting new jobs: John Summerall, Eric Morris, Bob Chesney, all teams that could potentially make the playoffs, have conference title games, so they're still with their current team, but have accepted prospective offers. So, Vince, you posed the question. I will let you answer first before I give my take on this.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Hell no. Lane Kiffin shouldn't have been allowed to coach in that game. Hell no, man. He's going to steal every single one of your players during that time period if he hasn't already.
Yeah, and I think smart move by Ole Miss just to promote the DC to the head man to try and salvage the locker room. There was some of the locker room throwing major shade at Lane on the way out. The Lane emails and Snapchats, and the fact his dog isn't even actually his. Like
Lanestein, have you seen the Lanestein files?
Yeah, that man does not know how to have a clean breakup. And then, like, he said they got swerved off the road, and then the folks just straight up, or the security details, like, that's just not true at all. Like, the dude
Marty McGee's over here driving through airfields to go get an interview with him. I mean, oh my God.
The man is the most stereotypical 2000s Mean Girl movie high school girl trapped in a 50-year-old man's body. Like, it's...
What a life to be Lane Kiffin.
Man.
What a life.
Man, it's just gross. So... Look, I'm not going to root for Ole Miss by any means, but hey, it sounds like change can sometimes be for the better.
I'm rooting for the villain. I want Lane to succeed at Florida just because he is so good for college football.
You mean LSU?
So or LSU, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, that dude's just such an asshole.
Yeah, he's not like Coach Petrino asshole though. Like, he's a player's coach, but like he's just a douche.
Has that dude ever had a clean coaching breakup? Like, got left on the tarmac.
That is the most legendary picture of all time. I would have that framed in my office. That is such a hard picture.
Left Tennessee after a year to go to the Raiders. Al Davis then immediately fucking hates the dude, and he gets canned after a year.
Al Davis had like a PowerPoint on why he should not be the head coach of the Raiders.
Man, R.I.P. But elite haterism. So,
yeah.
Who knows? Of the coaches that have been hired this cycle, like, he's obviously the biggest splash, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be the best hire. So,
no.
Now we're going to get into part 1 of this little pre-show spectacular. So for you folks who have hopped in early, I see Rev41's already hopped in the Pink Seats Party Deck. So for those of you viewing on Twitter, before we dive into signing day, we're just going to be a little gratuitous for just a little bit and revisit last Saturday just one more time. We had technical difficulties that stopped us the last show, so we're going to go ahead and knock these out. It's time for Vince's game notes.
And look, Keith, we wouldn't even be getting into this if the boys would have took care of their business on the field, and we'd be playing for an ACC title this weekend. But here we are.
Yep. So we just got to relive fun.
Yes, relive the fun, and this is all going to be positive plays. So you're not going to see the potential fumbles or the potential interception from Miller Moss. This is all just good, relaxing plays. The first one right here. I mean, I thought early on this is the first series for Louisville. You can see clearly that the pass pro is just going to be there this game, and you can see how comfortable Miller is in the pocket and just being able to watch his hips and his feet whenever we replay this over. You know, for him to be able to look one way and then flip his feet back the other way and direct throw a ball, I was very happy with it. And I thought you could see early on that, you know, he was going to have a better game.
Oh boy, we got the acting up already. But and then I will say I was very impressed with the window he fit this into. I think he forced it a little bit. Like could have just thrown it a little more across the middle. Give his guy
hit the over on the first. Yeah,
but still hell of a throw. And
right here.
A tale of two protections.
Yeah, definitely a tale of two protections, man. This is a loop right here. You're going to see both guys slant down. Wes is going to come around. I think it's Wes. Yeah, is going to come around and end up getting the sack on the play there. Yep, you see it right there. Just a pretty design from Ron English, trying to confuse the offensive line. Stuff like that is very easy to draw up, very easy to run, and is very easy to confuse an offensive line on.
He gets face masked on the way here.
Oh, yeah. That's nasty, too. I didn't even see that. I mean, the key is those guys slanting down, Keith. You know, as an offensive lineman, how hard it is to get back on your or to peel back, to get a hand on and then peel back for that guy looping back around.
Especially if it's a design stunt where, hey, maybe the D tackle gets a little bit of a handful of your jersey while you're getting washed down so you can't quite get out as quick. So,
yeah.
At least if you're a good teammate, that's what you do.
You're going to hear coaches say, get skinny, get skinny, get skinny. This is getting skinny right here. I mean, I doubt it didn't look like Maz had any, you know, crazy pump block drawn up. A lot of times when they draw up pump blocks, it's mainly just to hit the weak spot in the punting team. So I assume that's probably what Maz did. He saw a weak spot and where they could go get one and likely just attacked it. And I mean, the name of the game is getting skinny right here.
Which I love the fact that Hazard's the one who blocks this kick. Because if you look along the line of scrimmage, kind of skinny, like littler guy, little guy, little guy, big hulking mound, another littler guy. And this is the
Got to have somebody to run into those PPs. Got to have somebody to run into those personal protectors. Great job, man. Just taking it right off the toe. That's another thing too, Keith. You don't want to get roughing the kicker or anything on that.
No, and just phenomenal job. Blows his guy up and gets the hand up. So
right. Looks like you're figuring out the video right now too.
You know, I'm working on it. I've been putting in the reps after last week.
It seems like you got the arrow that can mess with the pause right there, but you know, seems like you can pause it and you can go back and forth. Okay, I like it. So this right here, man, this got me fired up. Seeing Miller jump over top of the pile and show a willingness. This is what I've been asking for all year. Just a willingness to go and put your body on the line for your team, basically.
So this actually scared the shit out of me on replay because if you look at the sideline view, I don't think he's in at this point when he starts pulling the ball back. He just lands on Pete's back and then just kind of backpedals his way across his back to get in.
Whatever it takes, man. That's stuff right there that we have been wanting from, you know, he had a couple where he turned his shoulder. I'm thinking of a red zone play where he kind of turned his shoulder and one where he could have got a first down in one of the games we lost. It's like, man, just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. So that was cool to see. Yeah. What is this right here? So we had, okay. I had this as holy shit. Miller steps into the throw. This one right here, watch him just step up into the pocket. Now the ball a little high, but I mean, honestly, I don't think that guy needs to really jump. He kind of looked like he jumped for an unnecessary reason.
I mean, it's a good zone beater. So,
Yep, great ball, great job, just getting across the face right there. So watch Clev's hands on this. He's on the far left side of your screen. Uh, Watch him. Perfect inside hand strike. Get off. See, you
too
see
easy.
Clev, whenever he strikes right there, he's keeping an eye on Cutter to ensure that, he has outside arm free and he can get outside. He's not getting deeper than Cutter. He's staying on the same level as him, really starting to close in that pocket. And as soon as Cutter steps up, it's just easy money for Clev.
Yeah, that's picture perfect bull rush. Shoot the hands inside, keep the tackle off of you, keep your eyes up. When quarterback steps up to a side, just bench press him off, and congratulations. You've worked your way into an easy sack.
Exactly. And you could see the outside hand of the Kentucky player on that clip. I mean, his hand was literally on Clev's elbow. Like there was no shot that he was going to get that. Right here, Keith, see green grass? Take it.
Yep.
Miller Jackson. That's what the folks are calling him this game.
All right, let's send it back. Come on. Quit doing that buffering thing.
There we go.
Yep. Step up and look at all this. And during the game, I'm
He
pretty
even
sure
has a guy.
there was a murmur in the stadium of everyone just run.
Run, run. You probably heard everybody in the stadium.
Let's work on that
was
slide
great,
a little
man.
bit, though. That was Teddy Bridgewater-esque level slide attempt.
Dude, that's so ugly. That's such an ugly slide.
Just one more time for the laughs. Da, 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 da. Now, I will say the pro of going down like that is that you actually get your forward progress rather than if you do a normal baseball slide, you're down wherever you start.
I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that, Keith.
The somersault.
That's why I didn't play quarterback. Now, look at your down and distance here. You're 4th and 1. You're up 10-0, and you have an opportunity to send a statement right here. And I am sure as hell happy that Jeff decided to go for this. And I mean, really just take a shot, man. I mean, this is a kid that it's Isaac Stewart that ends up making the play on this, Keith,
Jacob
right?
Stewart, yeah.
Jacob Stewart. I played with an Isaac Stewart, played linebacker for us. But kid that really hasn't done much for you all year, stepping up in a huge way on this play.
So you see at this point, you've already got your guys cooked.
Oh,
Like at this point, you realize he's going to be wide open. And we are also, I believe it's going to be Bell cuts back across the middle, and he's wide open as well. But what I love to see is like Kentucky had been daring us to run the ball. They dared us to run it here too. We're in mid-play action and Braxton's like pulling up to block. He had this backside cut. All you need is a yard. He's meeting the linebacker in the hole. He's getting a yard. Easy. So we had this covered 3 different ways to pick up an easy first down.
Yep. But I mean, I just love Jeff at 4th and 1 saying F it. Let's go score a touchdown right here. Because this is a touchdown play.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Miller Moss, like all you have to do is put it in the zip code of the kid, and it's at least a first down. Puts it on him. Good ball. Easy 6. And
That's awesome.
I would say from then on that it was foot on neck, but I mean, I didn't feel comfortable about this game until the 4th. So
Nah, yeah, I'm right there with you, Keith. I think the third quarter for me, about halfway through the third quarter, is whenever I really started feeling good. But yeah, I was definitely nervous. So on Monday's show, we talked about Kentucky's 3-man rush. This is how you do it with a 3-man rush. You're going to watch AJ Green, and he's just absolutely going to eat. That's get off. That's bend. The way AJ bends right here is crazy. He bends this angle like it's just nothing. And the get off is
that's insane, firing off the ball. Like I went back because I thought he jumped off sides. The kid's already across the line of scrimmage. The center has shot a hand. Not a single other offensive lineman has even taken their first step yet. unreal
Right, with as
jump
big
from
as
AJ.
with as big as he is, Keith, this is where he's going to eat, man. That first step that he has, if he can come off explosive, he's so long and so big that he's just going to beat tackles like this with speed all day.
Just too
Yeah,
easy.
great job.
Dip the shoulder to protect the chest so that O-line can't get hands on you. That's too easy. What a play,
So
AJ.
I love Clev right here in the spot that he's in, playing him in a different position, not just necessarily on the outside in a wide, like 5 technique or something like that. This is great right here, having him in maybe a 3 or a 3-eye. I'm not really sure where he's at. I can't tell with how it is with the play being started, but you're going to watch Clev's, where am I at with my notes? He's going to attack half a man. So that's huge on a play like this. Tagging half the guy. Getting up. Go ahead. Come on, Google.
Yep. Oh, no, that wasn't Google. That was me pausing. You were talking about attacking half man. So I was pausing it just to show. He's completely attacking 52,
No,
the
you're
left
good.
side of 52, just to get penetration into the backfield. And
Yep.
52,
Yep.
he ain't like guards. They ain't used to handling edge rushers like that, man. Like if you can make them open up their hips and turnstile, they can't move like tackles can. So like
Look at 52's head, man.
he's completely beat. I don't know if he's anticipating help from the tackle or what's going on here, because that's not where you want to be in pass pro. Now, I'm curious what 52 does to try and recover. Okay, he's just cooked. So once you're at this point, you just got to try and drive him downfield like you're almost run blocking, just run blocking him the wrong way. But instead, he just gets pushed off, gets sunned, and Clev gets what could have been a safety.
Could have been a safety. Should have been a safety. Whatever. Should have been, my opinion.
If he'd have waited
Right here, this is, waited like a quarter second.
to touch the quarterback, then it would have been a safety.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said this feels like it came out of nowhere from Miller, just knowing the situation, knowing football wise. You're in the 2-minute warning, so you're running 2-minute drill. I just thought this was great from him right here. Being able to I thought this was a check. That's what I was saying. So, like, I feel like we had some kind of a pass play drawn up, likely with it being in that 2-minute style situation. And they talked about that. Brian did, at least before the season started, about giving Miller the opportunity to check to a run play, check, which way we're running the ball, things like that. So I just thought this was a great play, obviously, in the 2-minute to be able to run the football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Kentucky with a 5-6 man box, maybe, if you want to be generous and call this in the box. Like, you have to attack that. And I believe we had either 2 minutes and some change or 1 minute and 50 something at this point. Yeah, press. Let your running back get downfield, lower the shoulder, easy first. And then Jennings does a phenomenal job of spinning, maintaining balance, and getting an extra probably 5-6 yards that he didn't have to get on this play.
Let's see. Watch 75 right here on this clip. No, wait, it might be off on one. Play it through. Oh, this is what I was talking about with Miller. Yeah, I was off on a play. That's what it was. I had my notes on the other one. I 100% thought he checked it, but I was also happy with him being able to maneuver in the pocket and just get going.
I was surprised.
And go get the first down.
I was surprised he got out of bounds until they showed the replay where he actually got stripped and the ball went out of bounds. And then it's like, okay, well, the clock's going to start as soon as we spot the ball and go. So that's just as good as a first down. Okay, let's clock it and keep moving.
Yep. Keep it moving. Right. Yep, right here. This is a great one, being able to just finish the play. That's a play that he likely is drilling week to week, day to day, with Coach Barclay. Just it's a simple drill that they have with the running backs, where they have a GA or someone like myself off to the side throwing one of those bags at their legs, and all the running back does is just hit it down. And it seems like a stupid drill, but in instances like this is where it comes into play, where a guy just sticks his arm out and you just swipe it down and you've already got him beat. So
I just want to call out. I think this is Kowalski in
I
the
knew
block,
where you were going to go.
just completely crumpling this rusher. If his arm was stuck out, he's so close to being problematic right there.
He looks like he has him in I'm
Like
sure
a
his hand's under,
chokehold.
but he looks like he has him in a guillotine right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just rips, beats him to the outside, and then just crumples him like an old airbag.
My gosh. That's
Well, we
too
could
funny.
laugh about it, but making that block on the edge is what gives Boykins enough space to get speed and win to the outside.
Yeah. Boykins is good, man. So this is the one. So watch number 75 right here. Play it out for Kentucky. TJ just with the speed. Insane.
Ole.
And you have the Kentucky offensive lineman has no shot right there. And with as far over as he came to help on the outside, it just left a huge hole for TJ to take and eat.
You know it's bad when you're resorting to the middle school chicken wing just to try and get something on a guy.
Dude, then you're shortening your arm. Just you'd be better off shooting your hand up under the shoulder pad right there and try and knock him off balance.
And Cutter just one guard gets beat, your center's getting beat, your tackle's in a battle, but he's about to get beat. You're just fucked 3 different ways right here, man.
Fighting for your life out there. I would say poor kid, but it's Kentucky.
Yep. So you hate to see it.
Yep, great play right here by Holloway. Just watching Bucks the guy out. We talked about it the SMU game. They threw that touchdown play where it was like, well, you just it's the same as basketball. You just got to box your guy out. And right here, Holloway ends up stacking the guy and just makes the perfect over-the-shoulder catch. I mean, this is teach tape for Coach Branch and the wide receivers. You can play this one out, Keith. It's a longer, you'll get a better angle of it.
I was wanting to pause it on the box out.
Oh, you'll see it. You'll see it at a different angle. I got this one right here.
All right.
Right there is just perfect. Yeah.
I'm just trying to back it up, let it buffer a little bit, because Google videos, man.
I mean, that's pausing it right at the perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty right there. That's just so pretty right there.
What a snag.
I mean, that is as a guy that worked with Coach Burr and the receivers for so long, that just gets me so fired up seeing a DB be able to make that play. Keith, great use of the gallop step right here from the boys inside.
I knew it. I knew you were going to have this playing when I was rewatching. I knew it.
Yep, play it out. I wanted to just highlight, gallop step for Keith just so we could.
All I'm saying is, looks like Church isn't taking a gallop, but but also I do want to give them credit just for being able to lock on and make phenomenal, Church. How many times have you seen an O-lineman get a little too much of a head of steam and just completely whiff? Stays controlled, makes contact. Musa gets downfield, stays controlled, makes contact, makes a hole, and then the running back just follows him perfectly. Or pardon me, Kariski also follows perfectly, makes a block, then the running back follows.
Follow Nate. Nate will take you to the promised land.
That was a pretty play. That was a pretty play.
Well, I mean, there's nothing pretty about this one right here. I mean, this is just Braxton being a dude, man. I mean, he literally ends up running into our offensive line, and Drew Kid kicks it outside, and I mean, this kid had a day. Made me eat every word I ever. I mean, it's not like I said terrible things about him.
scholarship kid. He can't compete at this level.
Yeah, that's the last thing you'll hear my walk-on ass saying. That's for damn sure. So play this one through, Keith. Figure out where we're at with my notes. I didn't number anything. Oh yeah, this is just bad from Cutter.
So this is what sustained pressure throughout the course of a game will do to a kid. Like he actually has a clean pocket on this play, but because he's been getting beaten so much this game, it's just, oh shit, get the ball out. One, he's forcing it to a dude who's already clamped up. Two, he airmails it into waiting zone coverage.
And three, he has a hitch right there at the 45.
Yeah.
He has him and 7 that he could just play pitch and catch with, and he's that scared shitless that he has to get the ball out of his hands that quickly.
If I recall, I assume this pass was going to the big ol' 81, that big tight end, right? I feel like this is just one where I've got faith in my guy. And look, he might be a guy. He's not that guy. He can't go up and get this one, Cutter. And that's a redshirt freshman quarterback making a redshirt freshman mistake. And this is a redshirt freshman quarterback making that mistake.
Oh, you buffered on me for a second there.
Hold on. Let me get it. Let me. Oh.
That's what I was saying. You're buffering for a second yourself. I was like, oh no.
Oh no, I was just intentionally.
Yep. Well, on this one, we got the heavy boys in.
All right, heavy package. We don't need to watch Cutter be a lot more, demonstrate more bravado than was probably warranted at that point in time.
Yeah, have fun with that one, Will Stein.
Jumbo.
This play's so pretty too, man.
Do you have the backside angle of this as well, or no?
No, just this side angle.
Okay.
But just this one angle. I mean, it's a beautiful play call from Jeff right here to be able to have this many heavy guys in and to roll it out, and for Miller to know that he has multiple options on this play. Watch Skinner. Skinner is mapping his route. Now, that's probably not necessarily where the line is drawn on the playbook. But that's Skinner being a ball player, not running the lines and saying, hey, spacing tells me I need to be right here since Nate's already all the way on the corner.
Also, just the stones to be willing to call a play action pass in this situation. We had been pounding the rock on Kentucky for 2.5 quarters of football at this point. You have a jumbo package in. Everyone and their grandma thinks ground game's coming. You're up 34-0. It probably should be ground game coming. And I shit you not, in my seats, my buddy who you met, Kentucky fan, he's good people, not one of the obnoxious ones. I'm like, maybe I'm just an asshole. I run a play action here. And then sure as shit, play action, wide open touchdown, sexy.
This is a little bit of Bobby P coming out in Jeff, his hatred for his. Oh yeah, there's your lasting image of Mark Stoops in that Letterman jacket that he didn't earn.
I mean, he earned an Iowa Letterman jacket, so one might say that's more impressive.
Yeah.
So that was Vince's game notes recapping the delightful game from last weekend. So, with that,
no more Kentucky talk, I promise.
Yep. So with that, hello and welcome to another episode from the Pink Seats Podcast, the internet's first, best, and only podcast dedicated exclusively to covering the University of Louisville football program here on the State of Louisville Podcast Network. For those of you joining us on Twitter, Make sure you hit those subscribe buttons at all the State of Louisville and from the Pink Seats affiliated accounts, at the State of Lou, at Pink Seats Pod, at producer_Keith, at Vincent Lococo, at Jacob, or is it Jacob_Lane?
Underscore Lane 08.
Jacob_Lane08. He doesn't have his ad on the doc. That's just how benevolent he is. I want to give a huge shout out to our wonderful friends over at Kern's Corner for setting us up in the beautiful digital Kern's Corner studio where all of our microphones work. We heard you on the last episode, had some issues with the remote setup. Apparently Vince's and I's mics disconnected and Jacob's was the only one running. So,
well, I mean, that's like best case scenario for our show though. If anybody's mics are going to be out, it should be you and I, because we will eventually get loud enough to where we don't really need a microphone.
Yeah. So, to hop back though, if you're watching us on Twitter, be sure to head on over to the YouTube channel as well and hop on in to the Pink Seats Party Deck, aka the YouTube chat, during these live shows, so you can hop on in and join the conversation with us as well. And Vince, yesterday was National Signing Day, a day that, you know, some people think is lowering in significance and devaluing. I still get excited for it, damn it. And tonight we just wanted to talk about and celebrate some of the young men who are going forth and put pen to paper to commit to be the next and newest batch of Louisville Cardinals. And that's always something I'm going to be happy for. So, Vince,
hold on, before we get going, how happy are you to just see a big bunch of high school recruits? That's got to get you fired up.
I mean, I'm happy that we've seen an increase. I don't know if I'd call just 20 or 19 a big bunch.
Hey, for my college football dynasty, that is a huge recruiting class.
Now, granted, different league. I played NAIA ball. I came in with 75 freshmen.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, but
I was going to ask, what was your signing day like, Vince? Did you have one, or was it just going to go here?
Since I was a preferred walk-on, I mean, Trinity hosted like a signing day. I was actually on senior retreat for National Signing Day, so everybody and Trinity doesn't do like that you're not allowed to graduate early or anything like that. So everybody, all my football friends, we were all on like a senior retreat, and we all did the second signing day thing. And I mean, for me, it didn't. I was signing a piece of paper that you could have typed up on Word, and, you know. So I mean, like, it was cool. It was a symbolic thing just to do it with all your teammates and be recognized for the hard work and stuff. It's a fun time, though. I mean, you just are excited with all the possibilities and the things. You're excited to go to a new venue, and people are loving on you and everything because you have done no wrong. And it's a good time.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you have a signing day for Georgetown?
So my high school did, because very small high school, we did not have very many kids go on to perform athletics in college outside of, there was like a 3-year window, like the year before me and the year after me, where we had like 8 kids from our school end up going to play college sports, and none of them were Division I offers. That didn't come until I think like 4 or 5 years after I graduated. We had a kid who like won Mr. Kentucky in basketball, and I think he ended up signing with either Western or Northern. I can't remember. But yeah, they had a little thing in our auditorium, had like one of my friends who had signed and was running track and field at Cumberland's. I was going to Georgetown for both. So it was a fun little time. And I appreciate signing day just because that's the day, and it's changed a lot where these high school kids are getting made to feel special all the time now. That was the day to feel special back in my day.
My favorite signing day story of all time is the guy that faked his offers and signed with Cal, and then Cal sent the email like, "We have no idea who this guy is. Please tell me you've seen that story."
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, and there was another guy who just made stuff up and constantly spammed the page. And I think he tricked like a D2 school into actually giving him an offer. So when he got there, he fucking sucked. And they're like, what the hell is this?
So when I was working at Louisville in the recruiting department, that all that stuff is obviously in my bio and everything, and my DMs were open. Just anybody could have DM'd me, and I mean the DMs I would get from some of the high school recruits, because like you got to think the type of kids that are going to be DMing me to try and get on Louisville's team. They're not going to be, your 4 stars, your 5 stars, because they don't have to DM a GA to get that recognition. And I remember one kid said like number one tackle in Mississippi. And I looked, I'm like, let me see where this kid is. So sure enough, I spent like 20 minutes scrolling through the Mississippi State like rankings and could never find this kid.
Damn. Hey, his mama said he's number one. That's what matters.
Yep, that's all that matters.
So, like I had mentioned, 19 signees brought in yesterday. We had a couple of flips. One who completed his 4th flip of the recruiting cycle. So not necessarily a surprise there. And then another one who, it was sort of a weird item. So we actually completed a flip. We had Benjamin Corhay, interior O-lineman, believed to probably play center or guard, out of Valdosta, Georgia, who had committed to us, flipped to USF. Well, Alex Golesh left and took another job. So rather than try to follow Golesh and get an offer, he decided to flip back to Louisville. And that sort of caused us to have now we got an extra guy. So we kind of had to pivot. So that O-lineman found a home and signed with Georgia Tech. So we weren't leaving a kid in the cold, thankfully, but it is what it is. So Vince, I'm not going to go through and I'm not going to read the full signing list. Who are some of the favorite snags off this board for you, Vince?
Ooh, easy cop out for Briggs Cherry. So I'll go ahead and knock that one off the board for us, or for myself
Okay.
at least. Kid has a phenomenal arm. Just watching his highlights is a true treat. Moves around in the pocket very well for his age. Keeps his eyes downfield, which is another thing that is not, usually high school ball, kid gets pressure, he's probably going to look to take off and run. But I mean, Briggs keeps his eyes downfield. He's got a cannon of an arm. Good kid, as we talked to on the show at that one time. I am really excited for. Is it officially leaky? Did Jeff?
I don't know. Jeff seems to think it's leaky. So
Hey, I'm going with Coach Braum on that one. Leaky Tompkins. I am fired up about that kid offensively, bro.
that kid is so fun to watch, man.
You turn his highlight tape on, and that's a kid where you watch 1-2 clips, and in this instance, Brian Brown, when I was working with him, I'd be running the video, and there'd be a kid that's as good as Leaky Thompson, and he watches 2 plays, and he's like, all right, offer, and we move on. Like, that's how good this kid is in my eyes. Like, he is very, very good. And obviously, Jaden Broadnax, I mean, the kid is a stud of a player. Would love for him to play with a little bit lower pad level at the position, but I mean, that's what you get with high school kids. A lot of times they're so athletic that they're so much more athletic than the guy they're going against that they can kind of play with high pad level, and it looks cool. They see all the NFL guys walking around back there, and that's the cool thing, to not get in the stance. But for me, Jaden, the way he high points a football is exceptional. The way his hips flip is exceptional. So this kid is going to be a stud for us. He's 6'3", 190.
Yeah,
Keith, are we on CJ Avery watch moving down?
I don't think we move him. I think he already has NFL measurables at corner. We're going into a age of college football where more and more talent's getting spread wider and wider. So you're going to run into those big physical freak wide receivers more often in more games. Like, this is a kid I think could
Is he
potentially...
playing corner or safety?
I think he's playing corner for us.
They had him at ESPN listed as a safety, so that's what I had him written down as. But
247 has
you
him
could be
listed as
right.
corner. So
All his highlights were at corner, or all the
Yeah.
majority of the highlights were. He had a couple good ones with the hip flips, like I was talking about at safety, that really made my eyes pop because I mean it was like playing center field for him back there.
yeah, the kid, like, he is a ball hawk, and he's a kid who I would not be shocked if he's getting reps as a true freshman and not just like against the Ass State and Ass Tech games, like meaningful, solid reps as a true freshman. This kid's special. Like, I am very excited about this kid.
I agree. I guess, I say quote unquote project guys. I mean, they're all stud high school football players coming out. But I mean, my mom would kill me if I didn't mention the one Campbellsville, Kentucky signee we have. I mean, Brighton Close, obviously freshman offensive lineman outside of Mekhi Becton very rarely come in and play their freshman year. So that's kind of why I say project.
Like the
for me, that's
mainstream.
stuff that gets me excited. I do too. But being born in Campbellsville and having the first 2 years of my life in Taylor County, I know that town is definitely excited to have one going to play Division I college football.
Yeah, and he's got a younger brother coming up too. I think he's either a 26 or a 27 kid who damn near as big as he is. But that's just, again, when you get these rural community kids, like a lot of times it's like, okay, techniques needs to be refined because they haven't been getting high end. Like this kid's really good. I don't know what his weight room numbers are, but coming out of Campbellsville, you just assume the kid's going to be tough, like the stereotypical farm boy strong. But the kid plays with an edge and a mean streak on the offensive line that has really been lacking in years past. Like you look at some of the recruits and they don't have that nastiness to them. Like I want more Carter Gilliams on this team, guys who play and strive to be a menace to society between the whistles. That's a kid that's easy to get excited about. So for me,
go ahead.
You mentioned Broadnax, so that was at least on field the kid I was most excited about. Personality wise, we had him on the pod. Brady Ballard, man, I love that kid. That kid's got a career in media if he wants it. Really charismatic dude, goes out and you talk about like kids not fully investing in a culture of a program, like how it's so almost mercenary style nowadays. This kid has completely just chugged the bowl of Louisville Kool-Aid from the day he committed. We talked to him about it. From the minute he said he was coming to Louisville, he's retweeting every single thing that's Louisville popping up. He's putting Louisville burner accounts to shame with the amount of work he's doing. So if this kid can develop and become a regular player 3, 4, 5 years down the way, he's a kid who could easily become a fan favorite. On field, if you already took Broadnax, I will go with the other 4-star we haven't mentioned yet, Julius Miles. 4-star listed as a wide receiver, but I believe we're intending to use him as a tight end. Kid's coming out of Florida. The kid is a Jaleel Skinner build, but sort of with like the Wes Bailey stature, if that makes sense. Like he's 6'5", 200, but he's wide, man. That's a big boy.
So what I found interesting about this kid is whenever you go to look at his huddle, majority of the highlights are basketball highlights. Like the first like 6 clips are right, man. And I'm sitting here, he's listed on ESPN. ESPN has him as 6'5", 210. Let's get that to 6'5", 255 and be comfortable putting your hand in the dirt, and we could have a first-round tight end. Yeah. That kid is like that good, Keith, with his route running ability. If he can buy in to having a hand in the dirt, to gaining the weight, he's probably going to hate gaining the weight at first because all the skinny guys hate gaining the weight. But trust me, it's a lot more fun moving people around. You know that, Keith. It's a lot more fun being the bigger guy.
Oh, for sure. And it's sort of that unique spot where I assume that a position and a plan has been laid out to him in his recruitment, whether it's to be a tight end or whether it's to bump him out to wide receiver and just let him thrive and be a weapon out there. either way, this kid can be successful. Like, he's a kid who can just go up and get the damn ball, and he's also a kid. He's got wiggle to him. That's how I describe it. Like, he's got wiggle. He can get a defensive back to turn their hips or get them off platform, and then immediately take an advantage and beat them to get open.
Yep.
Like, this kid's a stud.
The basketball playing is going to be huge for him when it comes to high pointing of football. It's going to be huge.
For sure. So out of these guys, we talked a little bit about like some of the ones that we're most excited about. I talked a little bit about how I think Broadnax could come in and be a regular contributor right away on day one. Who are a couple of other guys you think that could potentially see the field as early as next season?
I 100% expect Briggs Cherry to come in and push for the starting quarterback job next year.
Really?
I 100%. I mean, he has all the size and ability to come in and be that dude. He needs to learn the playbook.
That's a big if right there, because it's a complicated playbook.
It's a very complicated playbook, and Jeff is it's gonna be tough for him to play. I'm not saying the kid starts week one or anything, but I fully expect to be reading fall camp articles about how he's pushing. He's looking really good, things like that. Bunch of whispers, but in a more realistic sense, Tompkins, Leaky, I think is going to play immediately. Maybe not immediately right off the bat, be your day one starter. Obviously, Kiwan coming back, the two guys that went off in the UK game, but I think Tompkins has the it factor right now, and Julius Miles, like you mentioned, if he can come in and get up to about 235-ish that first year, sitting about probably 205 right now because it's 210 listed on ESPN, so it's probably about 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I also, even if he doesn't put on a huge amount of weight, like, he's a kid who's athletic enough, you can just put him out in the slot and just make things happen with him. So, I mean, those three are the big ones. One that I was kind of curious about, and he's a kid we recently flipped from Michigan State, Jordan Van, 3-star, listed as a safety out of Ohio, 6 foot, listed 6 foot, $195. I think he's a kid who could play star here. The kid has unreal acceleration. He's a kid who I could see on special teams year one, not just as like a gunner, but also potentially as a kick returner. I think he has multiple kick return touchdowns last season playing high-level Ohio high school football. Like, obviously depends on how the portal shakes out. We're losing our top kick returners with Lacey, and I believe Golden's also out of eligibility. So Kaufman and Harris got some looks last year. I know the one practice you were, right. I think both of them dealt with a couple of muffs and a couple of firm posterior chewings. Like, if Van can come in and demonstrate that he can be a good kick returner day one, I would not be shocked to see him earn a role there rather than us go out and try to get an extra body who just so happens to be able to return kicks. And then one that was kind of fascinating to me, and it's kind of a cheap answer because Jeff was asked, and it was about a local recruitment, Marlon Harbin, athlete out of St. X, who plays wideout, running back, and DB. I believe he's going to come in and play wideout here. But in the signing day presser, Jeff was given a glowing review of him, talking about like if he could learn the playbook, he thinks he's a kid who's already ready to play. And I feel like that's true for all three of our main wide receiver recruits.
Yeah.
Because you have Peyton Cook, who out of Akron playing high-level ball up there. And then you have Gavin Waddell out of North Carolina. I believe he set his school receptions and receiving yards record. They just force-fed him the ball down there. Given the current depth and current state of our receivers room, any one of those guys could jump up and see regular playing time as a true freshman. So obviously a lot has to play.
If I'm any of those three kids if I'm any of those three kids, I am with my with my facts. They used to fax the
Oh
NILs
yeah.
back in the or the NSDs, but however they get it to them now, I would have faxed and at the very bottom said, please also email playbook, so I can begin learning that as quickly as possible. Because you're completely right, Keith. With the state of what our wide receiver room's looking like, and depending on, I assume that's where you're going, depending on what we pick up in the portal at the wide receiver room, it's anybody's game at that spot. All
Yeah.
three of them.
So, like, and especially with the early graduation that's a factor now where kids can get on campus and actually participate in spring ball. You have an opportunity to get out there, make an impact, and show up and earn a place on the depth chart early. So before we wrap up the episode, what do you want to see moving forward and into the future? I know we recently in the news, we'll just say, Jeff Brom had informally shut down any sort of rumblings of going to Penn State, advised that he was going to be staying here. I believe we saw Pete Nakas. I know, Vince, you were incredibly shocked by the news. And then
Shocked.
in a article put out by Jody Demling, one of the interesting quotes was that NIL was going to be, he said, funded to a national championship level. I am highly skeptical of that, just because I don't think they know how much money is national championship level at this point. Like Ohio State, I would not be
Right.
shocked if they are giving 80% of future rev share, so 18 million, and having boosters throw another 20 to 22 million at the roster in the rev share era. I don't think we're throwing $40 million at football annually. But let's say it is an increase, a substantial increase in funding. What would you like to see from the high school recruiting efforts in the future?
So we've got Big Dog on staff now, right? And he is big in the Ohio realm of recruiting. Two areas that I want to hit in Ohio specific with Big Dog is offensive line and tight end, man. Some of the best offensive linemen and tight ends I ever played against in high school came out of the state of Ohio, specifically Archbishop Moeller. I mean, has phenomenal sized athletes at all times. I want to get some more of the offensive linemen that can come in and push to play in year one, that are big enough, don't have the baby fat or have very little baby fat that we have to trim off, and are ready to rock and roll week one, so that we don't have to sit there and worry and wonder what's the rotation going to be. Are we going to have to get one in the portal and this, that, the other? So for me, I just want to hammer the right areas like Ohio, Iowa, that stuff for your offensive line, like
North
some
of the
big,
Ohio River.
yeah, some big, nasty, mean mug looking offensive linemen. So that's, I mean, and obviously, I want us to see continued quarterback recruiting improvement. Jeff is known as this quarterback guru of a coach. Briggs, obviously Elite 11 quarterback. Can we continue to build on that recruiting?
Yeah, and I mean, we already have a phenomenal quarterback locked down for or currently committed. Can't really say locked down now until they actually sign the paper. Jack Sorgi, NFL pedigree, plays competitive ball out in Indianapolis. Kids looked phenomenal. I believe he was rated as a 4-star quarterback in the initial 2027 class ratings by 247. Now, just to go on to your point, I was trying to do a count while attentively listening. One, two, so 9 of our 19 commits are from Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana. I would like that number to stay the same, but I want it to be a lower percentage. Like, essentially, I want more. I want more high schoolers, because I've gotten to the point where I trust this staff's talent evaluation on a lot of high school recruits coming in. Now, whether it's a matter of developing, who knows? But I find myself watching the tape and liking a lot of guys the group signs. 20, with how you have managed the team in the first 3 years here, that's not enough to build developmental depth. So unless you're going to go full bore into, okay, we're just going to have a developmental year and play kids, you're always going to sort of be having to recruit 30, 40 guys in the portal. And that's just not sustainable. As we've seen, teams have done a better job identifying and retaining their own talent. So who knows? Maybe with all the coaching changes, this is going to be a really robust portal year and it'll be another boom year to try and build a team through the portal. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think with rev share, expectations on both sides of what a player should be earning are starting to become clearer, where it's going to be easier to pay guys you want to keep a fair price. So when you're shopping,
that's why I was laughing, man.
So when you're shopping in the portal, man, you know, like when you go to like a Walmart, I think they still have them, those big old tubs of like DVDs where there's no effort into organization. It's just throwing a bunch of shit in there. It's $5. Reach in there and grab something and see what you like.
You've got like 150 V for Vendettas in there and like all the Mission Impossibles and yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of just the worst movie you've ever seen.
Well, it's all like the good ones from like 2010, like 2000 to 2010.
Yes. Well, I guess for the sake of this example, it's like you have originally in the portal, it was probably like a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance just nabbing a hit, something you'd absolutely love. They're getting a lot more picky with who lets go in that bin nowadays. So now you're looking at like a 1 in 10, 1 in 15 chance of grabbing a secret stud out of the movie barrel. So I would love more developmental depth. And while I do like the kids we've signed, we're still I think it's 47th overall rated recruiting class in the country. Now, granted, only 9 commits. Some of those are going to be quantity over quality. But even when it comes to average recruit rating, we're still, I believe, 40th in the country when it comes to just average player rating. And there's some gamesmanship involved. We know when kids commit to certain programs, they get puffed up a little bit. But the ACC is doing nothing but getting a lot better. We got to get better too. And I think with the increased allocation or increased commitment to recruiting resources, I will say, we need to see the high school recruiting improve with that too. I'm not expecting.
If we're gonna hear people promise, you know, hear comments like that Mr. Hurd is promising money to win a national championship.
Yep.
Then I expect to see it.
Yeah, if you're going to say national championship level recruiting, then guess what? We got to start working our way towards hitting that blue chip ratio if we're going to compete for a national title. So yeah. I'm not going to go into it expecting national championship level recruiting, but the ACC is getting a hell of a lot better. And it's going to be a hell of a lot harder to win the ACC without a top 30, top 25, top 20 recruiting class. Yep. Because SMU, they got money. Virginia Tech, they have clearly demonstrated they are not fucking around. They're here to play. Miami, again, phenomenal job recruiting. They come out of this with another top 10 recruiting class. Florida State, they're not going to be down forever. They're going to come back. Clemson, they're not going to be down forever because this is all they have. You've got to make the investment to compete in this league because everyone's seen it. Like, the league's there for the taking, and everyone is starting to put money in to try and make that next step as a program. And Louisville, you've done a phenomenal job being like a top quarter, top third of the league team, 2 out of the 3 Jeff Brom years. What are you going to do to stay there? So I think high school recruiting has to take another step to the next level to get there. And, I think this class is a phenomenal first step towards that, but that's what it needs to be, a first step. So That said, really excited about the kids we got. I'm really excited about what's to come. I mean, I am looking forward to throwing those tweets out. Everyone, be cool about this. Briggs Cherry's getting reps, and just watching Twitter freak out because the
No,
fresh.
you're gonna
The
go crazy whenever Brady Ballard gets in, and that's
oh
gonna be
yeah, man. Brady Ballard, Trent Carter, Bash Brothers in the middle would feed families.
Oh, yeah, feed that to me all day, man. I need that, Keith. I need that.
So, regardless, super excited for the 19 young men who have signed and committed to be Louisville Cardinals. If you're watching this video after the live showing, hop into those comments. Tell us who are the recruits you're most excited about. I'm looking forward to seeing so many cherry emojis in the replies. If you're watching us on Twitter, don't forget to hit that subscribe button over to the State of Louisville Twitter account. And don't forget to hop on over to the State of Louisville YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button there as well. I want to give a huge shout out to the Pink Seats Party Deck, Rev41 hopping in there. And you know what? He's right there with me. Top 40 recruited classes ain't going to cut it in the future. So, hey, looking forward to making the next step. Tell us who your favorite commits in this class are going to be and what you're most excited about. Hop into the comments, leave them down there. It's going to be a long off season, so we've got a lot to get excited about. I want to give a huge thanks again to our friends over at Currents Corner, sponsoring the podcast as long as they have in the digital studio. And then, is this still going on? Holiday Hustle. You still got 2 days left. Head on over to Burn Boot Camp to hop into the Holiday Hustle. December 1st through December 6th, Burn Boot Camp, Holiday Hustle Week. Get in there for a week of free camps. You've got a couple days left. Don't forget to hop in there. Shout out to our friends over at Burn Boot Camp. Shout out to our friends over at Surfside. And shout out to all of you tuning in to another episode of From the Pink Seats podcast. That's Vince Lococo. I'm producer Keith. We will be back soon. And as always, go Cards!
While we wait, I think I'll just inform everybody that this weekend, since we're so much St. X talk today, Jay Cobb and the Trinity Shamrocks are, going for number 30 this weekend. That is right, number 30. So, no surprise there.
Oh, I know you were cheesing so hard when you saw that tweet with the score. It's 50-7 or some shit.
Bro, yes. Was I cheesing hard? Come on. Easiest retweet of my life right there.